Hello everybody, this is Carrie, and in this video I'm going to talk about a general strategy for the listening section of the TOEFL test, and this involves anticipating questions. Before I go further in the video, I have some vocabulary that I would like you to review and be familiar with so that you understand what I'm talking about in the video. So go ahead and pause the video quickly, and if you are not familiar with these words on the left here, I'd like you to look them up in a dictionary and make sure you're very familiar with these words. Okay, so pause the video and then start again once you have reviewed these vocabulary. Okay, moving on, let's talk about anticipating questions in the listening section. So when I say anticipate questions, what I mean is to make a logical guess about what the next question will be. When you do this, you are actively listening and you're allowing yourself to focus your listening, which will hopefully help you be more successful. So you might wonder why you should try to anticipate questions. Well, when you do this, it helps you know what to listen for, and this makes the listening task easier. So how exactly can you anticipate questions? Well, the first thing, you need to answer the question you have just heard very quickly in the case of the short dialogue questions. After that, you should preview or read the choices for the next questions. On all questions of the TOEFL listening section, there is a 12-second pause between the dialogues or the questions. And there's also a section of introductory comments in the extended conversations and mini talks sections of the listening part of the test. So you should use this time to preview the next questions. So when you read over those choices, you should look for common themes or types of actions perhaps, or grammatical clues in the questions which help you make an educated guess about what the question will be about or the topic of the discussion. So looking for common themes across the questions also is another strategy in the extended conversations and mini talks, which have several questions related to one one listening track. So here are some examples of sets of answer choices, which I would like you to, again, pause the video and just take a look at, and maybe you can write down an example of what the question might be that, that has these answer choices. So go ahead and pause the video quickly and just write down a quick statement or a quick question related to these answer choices for each question. Okay, so hopefully you took a minute there to write down an example question. For example, in number 11, you might have written down something like, what did the man do? Or what does the man mean? And for number 12, you might have written something like, why did the man talk to the woman? Here we have her, so we're assuming that it's talking about a woman. And on number 13, you might have said something like, what did the man ask? But let's look at some more specific examples. Again, I'd like you to read the directions here and then pause the video. And what you have is a small set of questions. The first one has been done for you. And what you do is read the answer choices, and then you have to decide which question they refer to. Okay, so pause the video, and I'd like you to complete this really quickly. Okay, now that you've completed the questions, let's take a look at the answers. Hopefully also, sorry I didn't mention that before, but I hope you read the directions carefully and saw that one question will not be used. Okay, so here are the answers. For question A, a common theme or attitude here is attitudes. You're either pleased or you're cold or disappointed, or these are kind of feelings or attitudes. Number 2, these are actions: go into the office, call a taxi, show the man. Okay, so the action word, the verb in each answer choice is a clue there to the question. Number 3, these all refer to weather. Okay, so probably the question has something to do with the weather. Number 4, these each talk about the location of something. So you would want to think about a question that talks about where something is, possibly. And number 5, each of these are actions that are in progress, as we see with the ing form of the verb. Okay, so to review, anticipating questions refers to guessing the topic and the question type of a question on the TOEFL listening section. When you use this strategy, it will help you to know what to listen for. And when you do this, it'll make the listening task easier for you. You should read the choices for the next questions during the 12-second pause between the dialogues and or during the 12-second pause between the questions, and also during the introductory comments for the extended conversations and mini talks, you can also preview the questions. As you look at the answer choices, you should look for common themes, actions, and other grammar clues such as verb tense or pronouns to help you decide what the questions will be about and what the topic is related to. Okay, so I hope that was helpful, and we'll talk more about this in class, and I will see you then. Have a good day.